welcome back to my channel. I was really looking forward to recording this because so many of you watched and left amazing comments over the weekend. Thank you. And I really wanted to get into the videos, but then, like most side hustles, we have to do it on the side while we work our main job. So my main job is blogging, and I earn money from my blogs. And YouTube is my side hustle. So if you're feeling tired, I've just done a day's work. So just know that everybody out here is working on a side hustle, growing their side hustle, and kudos to you for trying. Now, today I want to talk about how I made my first $100 blogging, because if you watch a lot of other YouTube videos, if you read a lot of emails, you hear about how I made $50,000 a month blogging. How I made what was it? When I was a new blogger, I read how I made $10,000 in 6 months. 6 months. And then recently, how I made 100,000 in 100,000 a month, 100,000 a month in 12 months. And I just feel, and if you agree with me, you can comment. I just feel a lot of the time amazing. They've done amazing work, these bloggers, but a lot of them are quite unrelatable. Okay, and it's nothing to do with them. It's just that a lot of I know when I started, and I was making a grand total of zero, nada. I could not imagine making $100,000. Right? It just seems so far out my brain that I felt like giving up. And so I want to share how I made my first $100. So you realize that the first step is making that first 100. Firstly, you make the first dollar, and you make the first 100, and you see the strategies I implemented, so you can implement the same. And then if you can make 100, you can make 1,000, you can make 100,000. Okay, so today I'm going to talk about how I made my first $100 blogging, and the reason why is so anyone here who's feeling a bit demotivated by all these, oh my god, I made $100,000 in like 6 weeks. If you're feeling that demotivates you, that's okay, because we don't know what goes on behind the scenes. So firstly, I'm going to give you some context, okay? So I wanted to make money from my blog, my side hustle blog, ambient.com. And I was making zero. I had zero strategy. I had no friends to teach me what to do. I was blindly clawing my way around and just writing and not getting absolutely no results. And I remember I saved up from my freelance writing. So I was earning money from freelance writing on the side. I was hustling as a freelance writer, and I was also earning money as an online teacher. Okay, and I saved that money, and I decided to buy a course on blogging, and it was an affiliate marketing course. And it was a lot of money for me at the time. I think it might have been $300, and that was a lot of money. I still think it's a lot of money, but at the time it was, my rent. So I was really hesitant and really skeptical, but I said, listen, the reviews for this course are really good, and I'm going to act like a person who believes this is possible. Even though I don't believe it's possible. I don't believe it's possible to make money, my blog. I'm going to take action like a person who does believe it. So if we want to lose weight, we take action, i.e. we eat better food and we exercise like a person who believes it's possible. And I truly believe when we are feeling imposter syndrome and we don't know what to do, I believe in taking action even though I don't believe it. So at the time, I didn't believe that my blog could make money, but I took the affiliate course. And the course basically, in summary, was like, write articles, write content which is solving a problem. Okay, so if you write, rather than just rambling on what I had for lunch, what my cat supervisor Sandy was doing, the angle from the affiliate marketing course, the biggest thing I took away was write solutions to people's problems. So write solutions to people's problems, okay? And so at the time, as I mentioned, I was an online teacher, and one of the biggest things I was trying to find out when I wanted to become an online teacher was how to become an online teacher step by step. So say you're sitting here with no experience, because I was not a qualified teacher, right? I would remember thinking, how do I go from here to getting paid online as a teacher, right? And I had to blend my way through. I had to learn. It took ages to learn, but I figured it out. And then, how do you go from a low paid online teacher, because there's so much competition, to one that gets paid a lot, right? So my starting income from an online teacher job was probably $10 an hour, and I managed to increase to $40, $50 an hour. What did I do what did I do? What steps did I take to get it to $50, $50 an hour, right? And thirdly, the problem was a lot of people are non-native speakers who are excellent at teaching English, but they did a lot of companies didn't want to accept them, but there's ways around that. So I wrote an article about this because I said this is a genuine problem I was looking to solve when I started as an online teacher. And so I wrote an article on how to become an online teacher, and then I added how to increase your rate, and then how to get hired as a non-native English speaker. And so step one was I wrote an article that was a solution to a problem. Then what I did, step two, and after this, I'm going to share some examples of how you can apply it to your blogs. So just bear with me. Step two was I sat down and said, and genuinely shared a resource that helped me get there. Okay. And so I was able to go from become an online teacher with no experience because I took an online course, okay, which helped accelerate my learning and my certification. And that course, I paid for it. It had an affiliate program, okay, and so that course I took was the key to opening the door to me earning from going from $10 to $50, okay, an hour as an online teacher. So it helped me. So I thought, well, I'll recommend it to other people, and they had an affiliate program, so I applied to their affiliate program and I got the affiliate link. And I recommended that course as a, by the way. So I gave the whole step-by-step process. By the way, you can find the article on atandbeyond.com, how to become an online teacher, so you can see the structure of the article. So I basically wrote down all the strategies on how to become an online teacher, how I increased my rate, and then I gave a solution. One of the many solutions was the course that I took, and that was an affiliate link. Okay, so that's step number two. I added an affiliate link, which was something I recommended, I used myself, and that I believed in, and that genuinely helped. And step three was I went into Facebook groups for online teachers. Okay, so there are many Facebook groups relating to your niche, whether you're a cooking blog, travel blog. I was in a lot of online teaching Facebook groups because I wanted to learn about online teaching. And I would answer queries when people were like, no one wants to hire non-native speakers. And I was like, actually, they do. Here are some companies hiring non-native speakers as online teachers. And I would share my articles in response to the solution, right? I wouldn't just spam my link. I would genuinely share when somebody had a question. I gave an answer and I said, by the way, this might help. And let me just tell you what happened, right? So at this point, I still didn't believe that. I just wrote it. I was like, it's not going to work, right? And at this time, I was in Ireland. I think it was Christmas time. So it was my then boyfriend's, he was my now husband. He was my boyfriend then, and so I was there for Christmas, but I wasn't earning anything from my blog, so I couldn't afford a co-working space, right? And Ireland's expensive, so I would work at a library, the local library. Tip: if you want to work, go to a library. It's pretty good. And I remember it was cold. I was sitting in the library, and I got an email, and the email said, like, it was like a credit notification, and I thought, scam, this is a scam. And so I read it, and it was like, you've made a commission or credit of $60. So I think it was in euro, but let's just say $60, okay? And I remember my heart was like beating fast, and I was like, so wait a minute. So that course that I recommended that helped me become an online teacher, I recommended as a genuine resource, somebody had bought it, and they used my link in my article, and it basically went through. And then I got another email. Somebody else bought it. And so it was $120, right? And I remember just sitting there thinking, this sounds too good to be true, right? And so I withdrew $120, and I withdrew it to my PayPal, and I made sure I took that money out and I spent it. I think I bought my mum dinner with it. And only then did I believe that blogging was real. And so now that you have this information, maybe you were hoping for some secret source strategy, but actually it was as simple as that. I wrote a solution to a problem. I added an affiliate resource that helped, that was genuine, and I shared it into on some Facebook groups. Okay, now how can you, knowing this information, relate that to your blog? You're sitting here thinking, "Well, that's great, Aisha. Okay, but what about me?" So I think I want you to take a step back and ask yourself, whatever your niche, what is something you were genuinely curious, or what is a problem you wanted a solution to in your niche? So for example, if you have a blog on South America, like how to travel South America safely, what are safety, what, like, I genuinely want to know this because I want to travel around South America. What are some safety tools or hacks or things I should be aware of as a woman if I want to travel around how to travel around South America safely? That's how to, right? Or if you are a parenting blog, I know a huge pain point a lot of parents feel, is how to help my baby sleep. I'm sure you have solutions, right? So, I was going to have another here. There was one parenting. Oh, here's another one. If you have a home decor blog, because I recently bought a house. So basically, how to, because I'm terrible at design and all that, how to create, don't laugh, how to create a boho Scandi bedroom, right? So I know nothing about design, and I'm learning about design, and apparently boho and Scandi is actually a thing. It's like a theme, and I like the look of it, right? It's pretty simple. And so I'm like, right, okay, how on earth do I create a boho Scandi bedroom design? So I would Google that, or I would look on Pinterest, right? I would go on Reddit. So it's like, how to create a boho Scandi bedroom design. So you can write an article on that. So that's step one, is writing an article which is a solution to a problem you genuinely have been thinking about. Okay. Number two is where you're going to monetize it with an affiliate opportunity. And I know there's always a solution to problems, right? Some of them are unpaid and some of them are paid, right? Normally, if it's paid, it means the solution can be faster. For example, how to help your baby sleep. I know there are courses out there, which, by the way, if I had kids, 100% I'm taking those courses. There are online courses on how to help your baby sleep. I would, if I was reading that article, if I was a parent, I would be buying that course and you would be getting commission. Okay. Another one could be, what was it? Another one I put here. If you have, like, if you're saying how to stay safe in South America, I know there are safety, like I said, was it Life 360, like these safety apps. There are rape whistles. There's all sorts of tools that you can use as a woman, door stops, to help you stay safe as a solo traveler, right? And so if you so those are some examples. So step two is think of an affiliate opportunity. So think of a solution, and think of some free solutions, think of some paid solutions, and those paid solutions apply to their affiliate program. Okay, so step two, you've done that. And then step three, now we need to promote your content. So if you're the thing with Google, like, say your content, you want to get found on Google. Google's a bit unpredictable and it takes time, right? So we need to go one step further and actively promote it. Share it on Facebook groups, share it on Reddit if you can, following the rules. Share it on, if you have a YouTube channel, share it on YouTube, share it on Instagram, on TikTok. It's no issue with you sharing it because you are providing solutions to people's problems. So, when I was in those Facebook groups, initially I was like, I feel like nervous I'm sharing it. But then I thought, I would want to know this information. When I was a new online teacher trying to figure out how to make money as an online teacher, I would have appreciated that article that I shared. And so if you genuinely are providing good value in your articles, then there's no issue with sharing your content in these Facebook groups. So social media, definitely, if you want to actively promote it. And so honestly, it was as simple as that in those three steps. It's like people think there's some secret sauce, but then what I did, I was like, if I made $120 from one day from one article, why don't I write similar articles on that topic, right? So if you're a parent blog, how to help your baby sleep, how to help your baby eat, how to help your baby play. Also, like, find a topical cluster which solves the problems, and you can recommend affiliate solutions. So what I did was I noticed that online teaching was something I could write about and share the resource. So I created a number of articles about online teaching in Mexico, online teaching in Europe, And each of those articles served a different audience, and I was able to provide affiliate solutions for each one of those articles. Okay, so to summarize, write an article that solves a problem, add an affiliate opportunity, and promote it actively on any platforms that you know. All right, thanks for listening. If you found that useful, if you want, comment if you want me to share how I made my first $1,000 blogging. Thanks for watching.